so if you heard any shouting downstairs this morning from the rugby, it was us. My role as a committee member is slightly different to the one that you all know. I am a chairperson, but I am the chairperson of the youth committee. The committee started 3 years ago, and we started as 8 team members, and now we have 24. Our initial aim was to involve young people in fundraising for Relay for Life. We attended monthly meetings at local schools and took part in supermarket bucket collections and sold merchandise in school. On the day, we took part in Relay as an actual team on our first year. I personally loved the theme laps, and I loved them, they were so much fun. Everyone was smiling and dressing up as different things. It was just a real carnival atmosphere. Running up to Relay, the youth committee were asked to read a poem at the Candle of Hope ceremony. We practiced at our meetings and took some time out on the day to make sure we were spot on. As we stood at the Candle of Hope ceremony, alongside our Relay committee and survivors, I didn't feel nervous or worried, but I felt important and valued. As the oldest member of the youth committee, I felt responsible for checking that the younger members were ready and that everyone was stood in the correct place. We read the poem with confidence and were immediately followed by a group of lovely ladies who talked about their own experiences with cancer. The ceremony continued, the speeches and songs, and then finally we were invited to walk our lap of silence to look at the candle bags we had made. I cried. Everyone cries. Not just teary eyes, but full-on tears, and I didn't know why at the time. As I clutched on to my parents, I couldn't explain why I was crying. What I was feeling, I couldn't stop. They settled me, and we quietly walked our lap, hand in hand, around the sports field, reading the memories and messages of hope and remembrance on the candle bags. We arrived at the candle bag that I had decorated earlier in the day, a time when I was laughing and smiling with my friends. My Grampy Roch. I never met him, but I heard many stories about his life, and I still do now. I know he was very well loved, and it was then that I remember how he died. Cancer. It got him too. This is my first real experience of what Relay for Life is all about. I realised why we relay and the true meaning of relay. It's not just about raising money, it's about bringing people together to have hope. I can't read. This is how the start of my 4th year with Pontypool Relay for Life started. And it was a rewarding roller coaster. It was fun. Start again. This is the start of my 4th year with Pontypool Relay for Life, and it's a rewarding roller coaster it has been. I've grown up so much, quite literally. I think I was about this tall when I started. For the last 2 years, I've chaired the youth committee, and we've raised about £15,000. We've grown from 8 members to 24. We now meet monthly in both primary schools and high schools around our area and have managed to link up with 11 schools in total, whilst involving school staff and their communities. I've enjoyed my role as chair, and it has been very rewarding, and I've been lucky enough to make lots of new friends that enjoy being part of the Relay experience just as much as me. We had a slight change in our mission as a youth committee after our first year. As young people with an important role, we wanted to be heard. We continued to find ways to raise money, bucket collections, selling pins and badges, but as we grew, we realised that we could continue to spread more important messages of Relay. Each month, we set ourselves a fundraising challenge. We had an Easter challenge where pupils in our school had to donate £1 to guess how many mini eggs were in a jar. It was my personal favourite because it involved chocolate, and I got to eat it at the end because my cousin won, so I just got to share the eggs with him. I forgot where I am now. One school donated their Christmas jumper money to Relay, and another school held their own Relay event, which raised £1,500. We made slime to sell, played Guess the Unicorn's Name, and even dressed up as superheroes in school. Whilst our total amount quickly rocketed, we worked hard to spread the idea of relay around schools, our local communities, our families and our friends. How often do you see children, young people, stood in supermarkets raising money for cancer research and enjoying it? We had a lot of fun, and I know how powerful it was for people to see that, how important our presence was, our voices were. People of all ages have approached me, sharing their cancer stories. I am proud of how we reacted to. Even the youngest people, the youngest children, were brave and compassionate and listened to their stories. Don't get me wrong, the donation of a box of heroes at Christmas off one lovely lady was very rewarding and very yummy. But we've always wanted to show that even as young people, we recognise we need to look after ourselves, eat healthy and not smoke, all to help prevent cancer. At our meetings, we decided we would take on the role of introducing the theme laps. I remember someone talking about having a new lap. Maybe we could decide the theme. My mind went into overdrive. Maybe we could have a dancing lap, a dog lap, maybe a lap where we rode our bikes. Two of the youth committee members sadly lost their own sister to cancer. They talked about the heroes that helped her. Who are our heroes when it comes to cancer? I never thought about the doctors, the nurses, the carers, the scientists, who all continue to work hard. We talked for ages about dressing up as nurses and carers and scientists, but then we realised that there are more people out there who are there to support cancer. One goal, one mission. That was the name of our first app. We also came up with Rainbow of Hope and Together as One, all working around similar themes. We continued to show our faces and spread our messages running up to Relay. We attended choir festivals to share poems of hope and reflection. I modelled prom dresses at fashion shows. We even presented at team meetings about the theme laps. We linked with other charities to raise awareness, held assemblies in our schools, wore our t-shirts to school on World Cancer Day, and decorated candle bags to send to other relays around the world. This was noticed too. We won an award at a charity event for our efforts. This year's relay was my personal favourite. From the start, we were very involved. We lined up the relay teams for the start of the relay, supported both the survivors and Candle of Hope tents, announced the theme laps, made sure that teams were aware of the itinerary as the day went on, and finally, I helped give out the medals at the end of the relay. My main role as chair was to host the Candle of Hope ceremony. In front of around 300 people, I introduced the youth committee. We read a beautiful poem, and then I introduced both a survivor and a carer to speak about their experiences. A friend of mine sang at the ceremony. During his song, I remember looking over at the youth, and every single one of them was crying. Well, I started crying again. I got caught up in the moment and cried along with them. Following Ella's beautiful tribute, I just about managed to pull myself together to finish the ceremony. I was relieved that I got through it, but at the same time, extremely proud of myself. I recently asked the youth committee what they enjoyed most about Relay, and I just wanted to share some of their responses. One said, feeling so proud when we revealed the total raise this year. I'm proud to be part of the team. Dressing up as Go Bife, wearing fruit ponchos for the theme laps, and of course, eating donuts that were brought for us this year. Helping a charity and reminding people to wear sun cream. Standing with the committee in the bandstand at the end of the relay, everyone around us, clapping, singing, having fun. Being in the youth committee, speaking in assemblies, I'm much more confident now that I have made lots of new friends. I truly echo their responses. So since relay, I've started Hereford Sixth Form College. I'm studying A-levels in English language, media production, sociology and computer science. Today is my final duty as youth committee, and I'm moving forward as a member of the main committee. My role is to support the youth committee with my mother as much as I can while studying. I have matured and grown in so many positive ways since the start of my relay journey. I've always been confident and happy that this has been such a worthwhile experience for me to prepare for the challenges I will face in the future. Recently, it was noticed how much time I've spent raising cancer awareness in the UK during my time in high school. I was nominated for the Young Citizenship Award from the Rotary Club where I live. It was an honour to receive the award, and I did so in respect of my fellow youth committee members. Finally, thank you for listening to my relay journey today, and I would like to thank Lynn for inviting me along this weekend. Diolch yn fawr.
Get yourself a youth committee member.